welcome in. I am your host, Anthony, and this is the Super Heroclix channel. I'm very excited because this will be hopefully the first of many tier lists I get to make. And we're going to start off by talking about what is currently the newest Heroclix set, Smash and Destroy. Now, before I get into it, I want y'all to understand that I am by no means a Heroclix guru. I'm not a master strategist. I'm just a guy who likes playing Heroclix. And the purpose of these lists are not to try to convince you what the 5 most meta pieces are in a set, not to try to tell you what clicks you have to go and trade for or buy right now. It's just simply my opinion on what I think are the best 5 Heroclix in this set based on a few things. I would say playability, versatility, the game mechanics that it brings to your build, and ultimately the 5 clicks that I'm looking forward to playing the most from this set. Now, as I go through each one, I'm going to give a brief overview of what each of them do. I'm going to go over some pros and some cons for each of those clicks. And I'm going to give you an idea of what I personally would pair with each of these clicks to really get the most out of them. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Big Tony's Top 5 Heroclix Smash and Destroy Edition. Number 5.
Starting off our list at number 5 is the Destroyer, set number 031B. As the ultimate weapon and last defense of Asgard, the Realm Eternal, the Destroyer is truly a force to be reckoned with. And this is a Heroclix that does him justice. His special twist of the pilot trait, the collective might of Asgard, allows you to choose 2 characters with the Asgardian keyword to add to your sideline. He can then choose to use the standard attack and damage power for both characters. When he hits, his special attack power, wielding the Oversword of Asgard, will allow you to use all the standard powers displayed on one of the characters chosen for his pilot trait. Choose the right Asgardian, and you could have the Destroyer hitting or destroying characters 3 times a turn with steel energy and whatever else you can imagine. Keywords: Asgardian, armor, cosmic, and deity. So, here are some pros. He has 2 different point values, giving you some flexibility for team building or running a one-man army. He has the cosmic TA, so his powers should be protected for the most part. He is a giant, so he will have giant willpower on 3 through 6. And depending on who you use for the pilot trait, you could give the Destroyer an ultimate combination of powers, or an ultimate combination of quirks.
In order to put you down for good, I'll punch you with the ultimate combination of quirks I have stored up within me right now.
Being able to attack multiple times and even heal himself depending on who you choose as a pilot. Here are some cons. He's on the expensive side currently, averaging around $40 to $60 right now based on eBay. He is a lot of points if you want to use him at top dial, especially in a 300-point modern game. And he takes up your prime slot. Notable pairings. My number 1 choice for a pilot would hands down have to be Loki, set number 038 from Collector's Truth. This one's my favorite because you're going to have at least 4 good options that you could switch to from game to game depending on what your opponent is playing. For example, choose click 2 for Blades, Exploit Weakness, and potentially Flurry. Or choose click 3 for Penetrating Psychic Blast, Outwit, and possibly a free Mind Control if you hit with your initial attack. Playing a team with a lot of super senses? Go with click number 4 for Precision Strike. You'll also get Perplex and Hypersonic. Or you want to hit multiple characters with 1 attack? Choose click 5 for Energy Explosion with Ranged Combat Expert. My second option would be Thori, set number 012 from this set, Smash and Destroy. I like him because he's a very easy click to obtain, and a great option if you use click 2 for Blades, Exploit Weakness, and Flurry when he hits with that initial attack. The last pilot option I want to talk about is Desir, set number 015A, also from Smash and Destroy. She is also relatively easy to get your hands on, being an uncommon. Going with click 2 on her gives you Steel Energy and Close Combat Expert. Moving on from the pilot trait, the one-shot Heimdall Sight is a great addition to any build with the Destroyer. It only costs 5 points. Giving the Destroyer a minimum of 8 range guarantees you'll have full map range for an initial attack. And if you give the Destroyer Pulse Wave and Knockback somehow, you can use that Pulse Wave with a range of 8. Last but certainly not least, I would pair the Chase Gaia, set number 054 from Black Panther with him. Since he is a giant, he can't be equipped normally. However, you can choose him to become Gaia's avatar for free since he has the Asgardian keyword. This figure works perfectly with the Destroyer. First off, her Mother Nature trait makes all lines of fire drawn to him hindered, meaning he will have a +1 to his defense against most range attacks. Next, at the end of the turn, he will get to heal 1 click. The only downside is when he clears, he will have to take 2 unavoidable damage. However, this should rarely happen, if ever, since he has the giant-sized willpower on 3 through 6.
Number 4.
Barking his way in at number 4 is Thori. Now listen, I understand he's just a dog, but he's a really good boy, and loyal to his master. Being an uncommon, he is very easy for you to adopt, or actually get one. Anytime you can pair Charge and Flurry together in Heroclix, you're gonna have a good time, and this dog does exactly that. I am at 30 points for Exploit Weakness, or 50 to add some Empower on your team. His trait, Will You Be My Master, allows you to choose a friendly character at the beginning of the game, even himself, granting Thori willpower as long as the master remains in the game. That trait also works hand in hand with his special speed power. Thori, get that one! Allowing Thori to modify his attack by +1 when attacking an opposing character his master has hit this turn. His keywords are Asgardian, Avengers, Demon Legion, Masters of Evil, Animal, and Monster. So, let's get into some of the pros for Thori. He is very easy to get since he's just an uncommon. He has tons of versatility for teams, with great keywords such as Avengers, Animal, and Monster. The Avengers team ability is great on its own, but paired with his special speed power, Thori, get that one, he will possibly be attacking with a 13 attack on some opposing characters. He is very cheap to play, either at 50 points or 30 points. And his Charge Flurry combo is always great to have. And as for the cons, there's really only one in my opinion. You can't equip him because he's just too tiny. As for notable pairings, there really isn't anything extra to pair with him. Like most dogs, they're pretty simple. All they need is a good owner and a good belly rub.
He's a good boy. He's such a boy.
Number 3.
The Master of Magnetism, Magneto, set number 044, lands himself at the 3rd spot on this list, specifically for his special attack power, Grand Display of Mutant Power. This allows Magneto to use telekinesis and telekinesis as free, but only for characters with the Brotherhood of Mutants keyword or on a terrain marker. For all of you who have been asking for ways to get a Prime Colossus or Juggernaut, or really any Brotherhood of Mutants character across the map easily, this is your answer. Being able to TK them 4 squares for free, or even just move himself, will help you position the Brotherhood to finally beat the X-Men. His trait, EM Shielding, gives him energy shield / deflection and mastermind to really make sure he's hard to hit from range. It also allows him to give equipped characters or characters holding a terrain marker an action token when he hits. This is a great way to slow your opponents down. If you use him at 100 points, you will also get to start off with his special damage power, Magnetic Personality, giving him leadership. When he succeeds, he can then use mind control as free. So let's get into some of the pros for Magneto. Number 1, he has a really cool name. Am I right?
Almost as clever as your name, Magneto. I mean, I use the power of my mind. Should I be Mindo?
Yes, but one thing you may not have noticed is Nito is in there, like Nito. People like that.
You're telling me that people like that the word Nito is hidden in your name?
Yes, of course.
Okay, but in all seriousness, let's get into some of the pros for Magneto. Number 1, he has great mobility on his own with his free TK ability, giving him full map access. He can potentially attack twice from range, once with a normal attack, and once with a free mind control if you succeed on his leadership. He will be able to slow your opponent down when hitting characters who are equipped or who are carrying terrain markers by giving them action tokens. And he has some pretty great keywords for theme teams. Specifically, X-Men, Past, and Ruler will allow for some great builds in modern and other formats. So, what are some of his cons? He's a little bit harder to get, since he's a chase and he's averaging $80 to $120 on eBay. He is a bit expensive to play at 100 or 60 points in Modern if you only want to use him as a TK or support piece. Here are some notable pairings. I think Trick Arrows are a great option to give him. It gives you a ton of versatility to choose from game to game. Need an extra attack? Use a big arrow. Want to get through some stop clicks? Use the Ninth Metal Arrow. If you want to run an X-Men themed team, Major Logan, set number 063 from the Deadpool Weapon X set would be a great addition. He would add a +1 to your leadership role to help you keep getting a free mind control. On the flip side, if you want to run a Brotherhood of Mutants themed team, you could really pair him with any Brotherhood of Mutants keyword and it would have good synergy. However, Colossus 043B, also from Deadpool Weapon X, is a deadly combo. Being able to TK Colossus up to 8 squares and then letting him charge the rest of the way to deal some special mind control damage is a great pairing.
Number 2.
Coming in as the runner-up is Arrow. Arrow is one of the best support pieces in this set, if not the best. She may even be one of the best support pieces in all of Modern. Her trait, Architect of the Sky, gives her Force Blast and a free Force Blast if you target someone who has been perplexed that turn. And when she uses her Force Blast, she can choose the direction of the knockback, giving you the ability to move your opponent's characters exactly where you want them. Her next trait, Aerokinesis, grants her Passenger 2 and free move a character within range that can use flight or that shares a keyword with Arrow 1 square. And they can automatically break away when they do this. Pairing that power with her TK gives you a ton of mobility to maneuver your team around. Last, her special damage power, Winds of Change, gives her perplex and probability control. Her keywords are Agents of Atlas, Mystical, Scientist, and Spy. Here are some pros. She is not very expensive at all, going for around $10 on eBay. She is only 45 points, allowing you to add a great support piece to teams for pretty cheap. Her wildcard TA will give her synergy with whatever team you add her to. She has some great keywords for themed teams, specifically mystical and scientist. She is great for positioning both your team and possibly your opponent's team as well. You're getting a character who can TK and starts off with perplex and probability control. What a great support piece. Cons. She really has no reducers, and she's not a very strong attacker. Notable pairings. I would recommend adding a character with either the Spider-Man or Wonder Woman team ability to any team you run Arrow on. That way, she can copy it with her wildcard team ability, and she'd have super duper senses on a 4 through 6. Next, I want to run her personally with Superman, set number 003A or 003B from the 2025 DC starter set. This would be such a fun combo with Arrow. Arrow being able to move him one square would trigger his special speed power, allowing him to make an attack.
Number 1.
And finally, the top Heroclix in Smash and Destroy, in my opinion, is none other than the man with the plan, Captain America, set number 043. There are already a lot of great Captain Americas, but this one lands himself in the Captain America GOAT conversation, if you ask me. His trait, special attack, and defense add up to be a nasty combo that will have you saying,
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
oh my bad, wrong clip.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Let's start by breaking down his Colosseum trait. At the beginning of the game, you generate an arena marker that is at least 4 squares away from all map edges, and you destroy all blocking terrain within 2 squares of the marker. So you're essentially generating the wrestling or boxing ring on the map with an area of effect of 5 by 5. Plus, when you KO a character in the area of effect of the arena marker, you score an additional 10 victory points. However, it's the third part of this power that really shines for me. It says, characters not within 2 squares of the arena marker modify attack and damage -2 when attacking characters within 2 squares of the arena marker. Protected Pulse Wave. In other words, if your opponent actually wants to do some damage, they're gonna need to get in the ring with you. Next is his special speed power. I am Captain America of the Super Soldier Program. Face me. This trait grants him charge and flurry, and if Captain America is within 2 squares of his arena marker, he could do a close as free. So, this Captain America is attacking 2 to 4 times a turn. Last, his special defense power, Devil Fights With Me, gives him 2 stop clicks with Mastermind. It also says when this click is first revealed after resolutions, generate a Devil Dinosaur Bystander, max 1. The Devil Dino Bystander alone is a potent attacker, being able to charge with a 12 attack and 4 damage. But you could also use him to mastermind damage from Captain America to ensure Captain America sticks around longer to fight the good fight. Keywords: Battle World Other, Warbound, Animal, Soldier, and Warrior. Here are some pros. You can change the landscape of any map when you place the arena marker. Are you sick of getting through the blocking in Brock's Bunker or the Blood Maze? Just clear up some blocking with the Colosseum tree. Force your opponents to fight close instead of attacking you from range by staying in your arena marker. He is one of the best attackers in Modern, being able to potentially attack 4 times with a 13 attack and 5 damage. There's not a lot of clicks that can survive up to 20 damage. He's not an easy character to KO. You're going to need to cut through 2 stop clicks and potentially KO Devil Dinosaur 2 times because of Captain America's Mastermind. He is relatively cheap to play at 65 points. He has some great keywords for theme teams, specifically animal, soldier, and warrior. And with a little bit of keyword shenanigans, you can get him onto a Time Stealers theme team via the animal keyword, or in other formats such as silver or golden, get him onto an X-Men theme team via the warrior keyword. Okay, there are some cons though. Number one, he is hard to get. He is a chase, and he's going for around $70 to $100 on eBay right now. He doesn't have any reducers. He only has Close Combat Expert on his first click. Captain America with no Avengers keyword? That's kind of weird. Here are some notable pairings. The Mjolnir equipment from Collector's Trove is a great option for Captain America. You could equip it to him for free, giving him giant reach of 3 and the ability to see through characters. Not to mention, it also gives him Quake and Pulse Wave. The Destroyer equipment from this set is a perfect equipment for him also, in my opinion. I choose the third option to give him invulnerability and a +2 to defense at all times, also giving him giant willpower, so now hopefully he can keep on attacking without having to clear. Diana, set number 059 from the Masters of Time set, is also an auto add for me when building a warrior themed team for this Captain America. If you can get her across the map to attack, you could then boop Captain America from across the map adjacent to her. And if you keep them next to each other and both in the arena marker, you could have Captain America attack 4 times for a 14 attack and 6 damage in 1 turn. And that about wraps it up for this episode of the Super Heroclix channel. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you agree with my top 5 list for this set, if maybe one of your favorite characters was absolutely snubbed. And until next time, keep clixing.